You know, we humans have this built-in need to figure everything out. It's in our DNA, it's what's pushed us from living in caves to exploring the cosmos. But for all our incredible progress, some things out there are just wonderfully, stubbornly unexplained. So today, we're gonna dive into some of those amazing puzzles. Let's get right into it.
I mean, it's a pretty wild question to think about, isn't it? Because despite everything we think we know, our planet, and honestly the universe around it, is just packed with genuine puzzles that still have our smartest minds totally stumped. And that curiosity is our greatest superpower. But today, we're looking at the exceptions to the rule, the phenomena where our scientific tools have, so far, kinda come up short. They leave us with these mysteries that feel, well, almost like magic. All right, so let's kick things off right here on solid ground, or at least what looks like solid ground. We're gonna check out some truly bizarre geological formations that just defy any easy explanation. Okay, for our first stop, we're heading out to the Saudi Arabian desert. And out there, we find this single sandstone rock that weighs several tons. But it's not the weight that makes it a mystery. It's what this rock is doing that seems completely impossible. So this is the Al Nasla rock, and it is a true head-scratcher. Just look at it. There are two things going on here. First, this massive stone is balanced perfectly on this tiny little base. And second, it's been sliced clean in two by a gap so straight and so precise, it seriously looks like someone took a giant laser to it. So what's the deal? How did this happen? Well, geologists have a theory. They think that millions of years of natural stress, wind, and rain hitting a weak spot, a fault line, created this perfect split just by sheer chance. But a lot of people aren't buying it. The precision is just so jarring that some speculate it could only be the work of some advanced, long-lost technology. The honest truth? We just don't know for sure. All right, staying on land for a minute, our next puzzle takes us all the way to Russia's dancing forest. Now, these are pine trees that should be growing straight up, right? But instead, they contort themselves into these incredible spirals, rings, and bows. People have theories, sure, maybe it's the strong coastal winds or something weird in the soil, but no single idea really explains why every single tree twists in its own unique, bizarre way. Okay, from the mysteries on land, let's plunge right into the enigmas hidden in our planet's waters. So up in Minnesota, there's a waterfall with a pretty big secret. It's called the Devil's Kettle. The Brule River is just flowing along, minding its own business, when it hits this big rock and splits in two. One half does exactly what you'd expect. It cascades down a waterfall. The other half, though, pours into this deep hole in the rock and just vanishes. And here is the puzzle. Nobody knows where that water goes. Seriously. Researchers have thrown everything you can imagine into that hole. Brightly colored dyes, ping pong balls, logs, even GPS trackers, and not a single thing has ever been seen again. Now, recent studies suggest the water probably rejoins the river somewhere downstream, but the exact path it takes underground remains a complete mystery. It's like a geological magic trick. And then you've got this place. It's a sea with no shore. How is that even possible? Well, the Sargasso Sea isn't bordered by land. Instead, it's defined by four massive ocean currents swirling around it, trapping everything inside. This creates this incredible, unique floating ecosystem of seaweed that's a super important breeding ground for all kinds of marine life. We know it's there, but the exact mechanics of it are still a deep water mystery. All right, let's pull our focus up from the Earth itself and look to the skies, to the weird whispers and shouts coming from our atmosphere and the cosmos way beyond. For decades now, the Hessdalen Valley in Norway has been home to one of the most documented but still totally unexplained aerial phenomena in the world. These glowing orbs of light just appear. They hover, they dart across the sky. Scientists have caught them on camera, on radar, you name it. But all the theories, from weird ionized gas to something called piezoelectricity, still can't fully explain them. Okay, to really wrap your head around this next mystery, you need a little bit of context. So when scientists are out there hunting for planets orbiting other stars, they look for a tiny dip in the star's light. Now, if a planet as huge as Jupiter were to pass in front of our sun, it would only block about 1% of its light, just 1%. Remember that number. Now get this, there's a star out there 1,400 light years away called Tabby star, and it's dimming, but not by 1%. It's dimming erratically by up to a mind-boggling 22%. That is an enormous amount of light to block, way too much for a normal planet. It's so strange, it has baffled astronomers since the day they found it. So what in the universe could be blocking that much light? The star was actually discovered by citizen scientists, believe it or not. And the dimming was so weird that early ideas were just wild. Everything from swarms of comets to the sensational theory of an alien megastructure. I mean, the SETI Institute even pointed their dishes at it. While that's fun to think about, the leading scientific theory now is that it's a huge, uneven cloud of cosmic dust. But, that answer just creates a brand new question. Where in the heck did all that dust come from? And for our last one, let's come back home. Well, to our solar system anyway. Check this out. It's a storm, more than twice the size of our entire planet, raging away at Saturn's North Pole. But it's not just the size that's stunning, it's the shape. It's a near-perfect six-sided hexagon that has just been spinning there, stable, for decades. There's nothing else like it anywhere. This quote just nails it, doesn't it? That instinct to understand is so powerful, but the universe doesn't always want to give up its secrets that easily. And mysteries like these, they're a great reminder that there is still so much out there that we have yet to even begin to grasp. And that really leaves us with one last big question, right? As our technology gets better and we start to peer deeper into these puzzles, are we gonna find the answers we're looking for? Or will those answers just lead us to even bigger, stranger, and more profound mysteries? Honestly, that's what makes the search so exciting. Thanks for joining me on this one.